This is Chief Abundance coming to you from West Africa with our fintech partners, exchange partners, and of course, our resident executive guests in TACC. All will be joining us as we celebrate this momentous historical event in the community of Tiashans. We started this journey November 4, 2019. The pandemic, COVID, came and we were able to navigate waters that many ships sank while navigating. But here we are with the challenges that we have had. It wasn't a bed of roses, I must say. And this journey is not for the faint of heart either. What we are actually doing in the digital space is pioneering what less than 2% of the world has come to realize will transform the global economy in the future. And so the TACC community is pioneering, help to shape what this industry would look like. As I always say that our structure as is cannot be found anywhere. How we came together was unique. Our mission, our vision, our philosophy, our slogan, they're all unique. No other company, whether in the crypto space or traditional, or even any government around the world, that is doing what we're doing in terms of addressing inequality by TACC policy of mass adoption with regards to schools, orphanages, international displaced children, and persons with disability. There's no other cryptocurrency that has that mandate to connect the Caribbean with mainland Africa to the realization of a united nation of Africa. The ability to position TACC to be able one day to realize the payment of debt from the Afro-Caribbean countries to its debtors. This is indeed another momentous occasion. And so today, I will bring them to the fore, Mr. N4, which is our director for the French region. Also, we have Mr. Christian, who is the CEO of Direct. And we also have here Mr. Isaac, who is a part of our fintech partner, representing the person responsible for creating our mobile apps, our merchant ecosystem. And so we're here today to basically celebrate and to officially launch TACC blockchain merchant ecosystem. Sorry, my earpiece just keep falling out. TACC blockchain merchant ecosystem, and of course our mobile app, also our desktop wallet that you will be able to migrate your coins from the exchange to that private wallet, where you will be able to control your password and to encrypt that wallet. But may I warn you may I warn you that once you would have moved your coins from the exchange and you would have lost your password, there's nothing that we can do for you. So please note that. It's just like um, the a gentleman in Antigua that had 1,000 Bitcoin in his he bought, but up to today he don't remember the password. Nobody can help him, and so that's what the desktop wallet is all about. And so let me first let me introduce. Let me bring on Mr. N4. Mr. N4, please greet the house, and you can also do a little bit in French, a little bit in English.
I must do so, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity again. Indeed, it is a celebration day. And this day, 22nd September 2021, it is a memorial to everyone in the community of Tiashans. Now, maybe I have to just take the time that I have, that you have given to me to express everything that I have prepared to the community. Yes, aujourd'hui, c'est un jour mémorable pour la communauté des Tassiens à travers le monde. Et nous avons une opportunité unie de demeurer et d'écrire l'histoire. Nous sommes en train d'écrire l'histoire. C'est une page de l'histoire qui se tourne aujourd'hui et qui se réalise sous nos yeux. Nous aimerions que vous saisissiez cette opportunité, n'est-ce pas, pour préparer et organiser votre vie, parce que celle-ci ne se représentera plus. Vous ne la retrouverez nulle part ailleurs. Donc, comprenez les temps dans lesquels nous sommes et comprenez ce qui est en train de se réaliser sous les yeux en ce moment. Premièrement, nous sommes en train de développer, n'est-ce pas, un système décentralisé pour nous-mêmes, pour notre communauté, et non seulement pour la communauté des Tassiens en Afrique, mais pour la communauté globale. Donc, nous prenons également notre destin financier entre nos mains. Donc, c'est une opportunité inouïe. TACC a également donné comme ça la possibilité à toute personne de s'intégrer dans le système que la blockchain a offert aujourd'hui pour pouvoir se positionner. Et nous sommes en train de nous positionner. Et cette opportunité de développer notre système décentralisé, elle est absolument à saisir. Et c'est une opportunité unique. Je vous remercie. Thank you, Mr. Abundance. Back to you.
You're welcome, our director responsible for the French region in TACC. Mr. Christian, please greet the community of Tiashansa. In English, by the way.
I don't think I'm able to do it in French. But
no, but you speak your language now. Your mother tongue is not English now.
No.
Go on. Exactly.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be again in a new step forward for TACC. Actually, it's a huge step that I'm glad to present it here. Now TACC moved in the right direction. Actually, it's a huge step forward, especially because now the TACC becomes a truly decentralized system, and it has a lot of advantages. And I'm glad to present some of them. Should I present them now?
Thank you very much, Mr. Christian. We will come back with those advantages and benefits.
Okay.
Having been now deployed on the blockchain, what enhance or security features or benefits that as a community we can enjoy. Mr. Isaac, welcome. Greet the community of Tiasha.
Hello, everyone. As you've been told, my name is Isaac. Um, I'm grateful to be part of the TACC community. It is actually one of the crypto projects that have really made serious steps towards achieving a real currency that can be used on a day-to-day operations. I'm so happy to be part of this community. Mr. Abundance, thanks a lot for the work that you're doing. This is a good job, and I'm so happy to be part of this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. We were supposed to be joined by Mr. James and our Global Youth Ambassador, but I believe that they will come to us later. All right, so we will now go back to Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian is the CEO of BIREC, who was responsible for creating the blockchain. We are presently on BIREC Exchange. One of the criteria that um, is also necessary for us to expand to other exchanges or to be on CoinMarketCap is one of having our blockchain. That also shows the seriousness to which TACC is being positioned. And so Mr. Christian now will just give us an overview of what he has created and how that will enhance tax viability, sustainability, security, because security, as you know, it's one of the serious cyber threat today. You can go to bed with all your coins, and tomorrow somebody hacked your wallet. And because we know that cryptocurrency will be the future money, what we're now creating, which has already created millionaires and billionaires around the world. We don't want to get up in the morning, go go to bed as a millionaire and wake up as a pauper. So it is very important that we understand exactly what we're doing in this space, because it's not everybody that is operating friendly or wholesome in this space. So, Mr. Christian, the floor is yours. You're welcome again, and thanks for being a part of TAC historical journey.
Yeah, thank you too, because you have a great community behind, and you also brought us a lot of users to the trading platform, and we have actually mutual benefits in this business. So also the tech community can use our system, and also our trading system becomes more and more popular. I'm happy that I could help with the blockchain development and with the wallets. Um, uh, it was a necessary step, actually, from a lot of parties. It's actually it's a requirement to have your own blockchain, because in this way you can prove that you are trustful. You have a decentralized system behind it, and nobody can control it or modifying it. More than that, we actually published today on the website. We published also the GitHub sources, where everyone can see the sources of the wallet, can compile by themselves in order to make sure, if they want to make sure that nobody is giving them applications with I don't know how any hijacks or everything. The code is published, it's clean, and it can be seen by anyone, and it also anyone can contribute to it and make future developments to it. Um, besides the source code that is published, and it was also a requirement from a lot of websites to have your own to have the source code open. Besides that, we also start the blockchain about 1 month ago. We kept it in test until now. Everything worked flawlessly. We also developed the Windows wallet and the Linux wallet, and it will follow also the Mac version of the wallet. And now basically TACC it's running in its own blockchain. It's already implemented in the exchange. You can do transactions between the wallet and the exchange. You can do deposit and withdrawals. And starting from today, it's already enabled. I'm very glad that we chose this path, because right now we have a lot of advantages. Like I said, having the own blockchain, we basically now have very low fees. We have very speed transactions almost instantly. I can send coins to someone else, and he will receive it in a matter of seconds. Besides that, we have the blockchain is based on PVX. It's proof of stake. It's much more advanced than proof of work, and also with environment friendly. We configure the blockchain to be to generate blocks at every minute, not like Bitcoin at 30 minutes. So basically, you have the transaction instantly, and you'll receive a confirmation during 1 minute. So you receive the money instantly, and you receive also the confirmation very fast in about 1 minute. We were talking about security and trust. Security and trust is indeed a very important, very important aspect of the blockchain, because it has capabilities of because you cannot modify anything, anything from the past or from the current state. So one transaction, once it's done, it remains in the blockchain, and it will be valid for ages. I will mention again the cost. The cost of the transactions will be very low. It's a fraction of for dollar cent. I don't know. It's very low. The speed I already mentioned. It has also the capability of visibility and traceability. If someone wants to check his address for the transactions and for everything, it can be checked in the TACC Explorer. The TACC Explorer has also been published on the website and is visible there. You can send a transaction. After that, you can send the transaction ID to other person, and that person can track the payment without verifying necessarily the wallet.
Can I just interrupt here, Mr. Christian? Having the blockchain, how will it enable TACC to interface with financial organization? Because as you know, the globe is going digital. So what advantages do we have? Will TACC be able to interact with, say, banks, other businesses, is there any way that they could connect to our blockchain? We could interface with them having our blockchain?
Yeah, I was actually almost there. It's about the wallet. The wallet is not actually the meaning of the word wallet. Wallet, it's actually a node in this blockchain. It's more than that, it's a validator. So for any institution or any other third party that it wants to join the TACC blockchain, it is necessary for them only to install this wallet, and after that they can do everything that a traditional financial system can do. So they can send payments, they can receive payments, they can monitor some accounts, they can they can become also validators in the system. Um, so basically, from this point, it's limitless. It's a limitless system. They have all the tools, all the necessary tools in order to adopt the digital payment.
All right. We want to thank you very much, there, Mr. Christian, for your opening bat. Mr. Isaac, you may wish to come in. Mr. Isaac is a part of Ajax, our programmer there. And so he will now present to us the features that he would have, his company would have created, which is the mobile app and the benefits, of course, of the merchant ecosystem as well. Knowing that TACC is a utility coin, and at the end of the day, the whole objective of being a utility TACC is to be able to use it on a day-to-day basis, whether you're going to a hotel, whether you want to buy bread, whether you're going to go to a supermarket. And so this is where our fintech partner comes in. And a lot of people are still asking about the Visa card, but this is all laying the foundation so that we can build those structure or services in the future. Mr. Isaac, the floor is yours.
Thank you once again, Mr. Barnes. I take this chance to introduce the two features that you mentioned. That is, one, the mobile applications, and two, the merchant ecosystem. And I'll also explain the essence, the reason why we need to have that in this whole TACC process. I'll start with the first one, and that is the mobile applications. We all agree that in today's world, technology is all about mobile applications because that is access point to technology. Through the mobile application, you're able to access various systems. In this case, we're using the mobile applications, that is Android and iOS. We use those applications as customer access point to access the blockchain that we've been talking about as described by Mr. Christian. The customer, who in this case is the TACC holder, once they purchase the TACC, they're going to store that on their personal wallets, which in this case is the mobile application, which will be residing on their phone. So if you want to perform any usage on the TACC, you'll be using that wallet. For example, you want to send money to someone. It could be local or international. What you do, get to the mobile application, initiate a transfer to that person. And as you've been told clearly, it will take less than a minute. And that person is going to receive that money, regardless of where they are in this world. It is that fast. So now, as an access point, the mobile application will facilitate a number of things. One, peer-to-peer. You can send TACC to your friend very fast and securely. That is number one. Number two, this is now an additional feature that is on the way, where you are able to pay utility bills using the wallet, using the TACC that you have. Okay. So as we speak right now, the mobile application is on Play Store. It's propagating. In a few hours from now, you'll be able to access it. You can be able to share peer-to-peer. Then that same wallet is going to enable you perform task number 2. That is to pay for goods and services. As we speak, we have a merchant system up and running. If when you log into the system, you're going to see the merchants available in your area or whichever place, and then you're able to see which items they're selling. From your wallet, you are able to scan a QR code or just get an address from the merchant system, from the merchant display, and you'll be able to make a payment. And as a merchant, you're able to get into your account. You see all the payments which have been made. In which case now you can decide, once someone has made a payment, it's up to you to know how the item is going to be delivered. But the merchant systems enables the communication between the involved parties. That is the buyer and the seller. Okay. As you can see on the screen, there are already 2 merchants there. And you can see their business description. So if you have TACC in your wallet, you're going to actually check, you can get the payment details. If let's say you are picked to, you want to transact with the merchant shown there, the merchant number 1, who is called Casio Weddings, for example, you'll have the QR code there that you can scan from your wallet and make a payment, which will be more or less instant. Within a minute, the merchant will receive that payment. So this is what we are trying to say here, is that this is a platform that enables real-time spending of TACC. So you'll not be holding TACC and wondering what to do with it. Now you have a platform where you can spend it. You can spend it and you can do peer-to-peer. Yeah, and as you can see there, you're able to choose the country that you want, that you're looking the merchants in. For example, if you want merchants in Cameroon, if you want merchants in Kenya, they'll be listed there. So here now we're inviting merchants to come and sign up here and showcase their items. So now the TACC community can be able to spend their TACC by purchasing items from them. So I think that is it. But I welcome any questions maybe up to this point.
All right. I want to thank you there, Mr. Isaac. I actually decided to share the screen while you're talking so that the global community of TACC can actually see that there is a link already here for those person who wishes to apply for merchants. And of course, they will be able, which I actually did not see, but the merchant itself will be able to indicate the percentage of, for example, how many percentage that they can pay for in TACC, especially in the description. Either here, I believe here is where it will go. All right. So as a merchant, one stop, for example, here it says one stop shop for all your weddings and event requirements in Kenya. They might go on to say we are taking 10 or 15%, of the overall cost in TACC. So that is what you will see, or 50%. Some will even take 100%. But this is the whole idea of having a merchant system, so that you can utilize your coin. And of course, online and offline, you can do the transaction online. You can actually show up to the merchant and you can do a transaction peer to peer as well. All right, so I want to thank Mr. Isaac for that input there. Also, now I will bring in Mr. James before I go back to both of you gentlemen. And also, let's see if we can also include the global community, of which we have nearly 200 people watching. It shows 106, but behind the scene is nearly 200 people watching. All right, on this live broadcast. Mr. James, you were very instrumental of connecting TACC community to Ajax some months ago. And from that moment, um, based on our conversation, we both realized that we have so much in common that we are pursuing. Yeah, I'm in the Caribbean, you are on the continent, but your ideology, philosophy, and one of the things that drew me to you, it's your level of transparency and integrity that you have, and ethics that you speak to about that is very lacking in our business community, and the trust that we do not have to partner to able to do anything, especially among the Afro-Caribbean community. And so, Mr. James, I just want to commend your company, yourself, for having signed many agreements and contracts with TAC community and were able to deliver. And so I just want you to greet the global community on this historical period, and of course, speak to us from your experience and where we can go working together with mutual respect and integrity, sir.
Thank you very much. Am I audible enough?
Yes, you are.
Indeed, I thank God for this day. Mr. Abundance, we just happened to meet online, and it's not by accident. I knew a auntie of viewers in the Caribbean, and
Yes.
I mentioned about we are able to do a system that can support what he was doing. She mentioned it. I said, "Oh, my nephew is in West Africa," and then I spoke to the nephew, and from there the rest is now history. That's how we met this wonderful team, Christian, and with my brother, young man, Mr. Isaac. May I start by thanking you for giving us the opportunity to prove that things can be done differently. What you're talking about, credibility, integrity, is not an issue of the Caribbean and at our end. It's global. This team that I'm looking at here right now is exceptional. You are exceptional people. You are people
Thank
who
you.
can be trusted. Oh, yes. You are people who can be trusted. You are people who can deliver based on ethics. What we've just done is just a small cooperation, and this is just the beginning of many things to come. I'm very passionate about honesty and integrity. I would rather not do anything if it is not going to be right. And so when we spoke and agreed, and I actually said, don't go as another route, come this way, you won't be disappointed. I have never met a gentleman like you, Mr. Abundance, because you trusted almost blindly that it will be done. And me and Isaac, knew this is the man we wanted to work with. That is how we met Christian, another very, reliable gentleman, and
Thank
we've
you.
come this far. I'll say this: what we've done now and what is being launched at the moment is but just a tip of an iceberg. Tip of an iceberg. I think Caribbean and that's Eastern Europe and Africa put together, we are more than a half of the world. The others are small dots all over the place. Anyway, come back to the point. Ethics is important, and we must all adhere to ethics. It doesn't matter. I'm a grandfather today, but I sometimes wonder where youth will be going if I don't show them the right direction. And because we have proved it can be done, let any youth here now know you have a challenge. We're going to be here for a long time until you get it. Oh, yes. We're not going to allow it to slip off because you are sloppy, and we'll not allow you to be sloppy because we'll support you. So really, let's all adhere to ethics. When we promise things, we do them. When we don't know, we ask. And when we have a challenge, we all do. Let us then link hands and respect each other even as we move forward. Now, going through what has been done now, the Ajax and TACC has now got into a partnership, a bridge. We formed a bridge. There's no Caribbean and Africa now. There's no Africa and Eastern Europe where Mr. Christian lives. Mr. Christian, your cheese is in trouble. We'll have it. So let us have that relationship. Let us be trustworthy. Let us have that bridge between TACC and Ajax. Ajax FinTech is a company that has got its own, a raft of things that we do, finance management, and even blockchain exchange. We also do support various other organizations, not just in development of what we've done now. We could do much more. Then this is the beginning of a journey. Just 1 minute, please. Something needs to be silenced. Hello? Hello? Yeah. So that journey that has started, let us continue with it. There are many things we can do in the finance management, in the blockchain world, including what you've got now, Ajax. In TACC, we also have Ajax token, and we can do cross-border money transfer, we can do airtime, and we can do insurance, we can do anything from the touch of your button. So make use of the facilities that we've just introduced, which would be, on your mobile phones. The office has now moved to mobile phones. Then the other thing is what Mr. Abundance has done, and by bringing us together, is provided a leadership. And that is what, even in our small cells and groups, we must provide. Things don't always go the way they are planned to go, but that's why we need good pilots. A good pilots are trained, not because today we have, autopilot on aircrafts. Why would we keep a trained pilot there? We need people with resilience, people with focus, and people who understand what they are doing. But the key to this is nothing else but obedience and discipline. So please, even in those small groups that will be out there, listen to what you're being taught. There are times when you have to wait and things will take a while, but this is the right direction. What is coming to be now, it is a system that is immutable. It cannot be interfered with, disconnected, or threatened by any other authority. It is a system that stands and is there for you, so that then you do not have any other reason not to succeed. Then going forward, the forward I mean, what we got to do is aim now to grow. Let us identify which are these areas that we can grow in. TACC is outstanding, and between yourselves, you must be able to trade with that TACC. You must be able to, to improve and increase the usage. It will come into bigger exchanges, and when it does, it will grow in both in volumes and also in value. And once it becomes a global, coin, then you can contest with anything else. Bitcoin started even worse than we are today.
Yes.
Oh yes, they didn't have all these systems that we've got now. Please hang on to what is yours. You make use of it and let it work. Then the future is P2P, peer to peer, because you've got to be able to send each other the TACC, be able to buy goods with TACC. Where me and Isaac comes from, we have a system called M-Pesa. M-Pesa, you've seen it on CNN. Now, it belongs to other people, but that M-Pesa is owned by one of the leading telephone companies. And what do? You can buy newspapers, you can pay, what we call border. Border is motorcycles. You can pay for newspapers with it. You can order stuff from a supermarket, and it will be delivered at your doors. So it saves you the time when you're doing other things. So let us hear this time next year that TACC is all over those countries. Then the future should now be integration, because we've told you the products that we have. We have unlimited knowledge. Let me tell you, it's by grace of God. We got that knowledge, and we are now revolutionizing things, and we want to do them correctly. No shortcuts. It's got to be done properly. No shortcuts. Christian, you know this.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
No shortcuts. So I think I'll rest my issues there. This is just but a beginning. We will continue to interact. Don't keep quiet if you have challenges. We can do a lot more.
Thank you
That's it.
very much,
James
Mr.
Mutai.
James there. James, for your input. We will now go to the community, hear what they have to say. Basically, we only have a few more minutes to go. Also, while we're bringing the community input, congratulations is going out there. Um, Please note that there will be some short videos uploaded on the site where you will have an opportunity to follow the formula to download to access your desktop, how to, I believe, to sync to encrypt your wallet. I believe all that information is there. If it is not there, Mr. Christian, please let me know. I did not watch the videos yet because I was driving when I received them, but I will definitely go through them before I upload them into my system so that they can be attached to the website. All right. So Francis Taylor says, "Welcome to the House of TACC. Congratulations. Thank you very much." He's coming out of the Bahamas. We have Feta there out of Ghana, our deputy coordinator responsible for Ghana. Good afternoon, Mr. Abundance, my boss. May the Lord strengthen you. Glory to God. We have made it. Yes. We have not arrived yet, Feta. We are still climbing to our desired altitude. We are still actually in the foundation. Um, as I often say, that we are building a house that the world has never seen. Aim and look at the foundation in its inception and say what we're doing was impossible. A matter of fact, some even say that we're not going anywhere. So what we have here are pace setters and pioneers in the community of TACC. Those persons that have the ability to see things before they happen. In other words, we are operating in the mind of Paul, able to bring those things forth and speak of them as though they were. And that is a series that will continue this week, because as Mr. James says, there are endless opportunities once your foundation is laid properly. And that is what the management team is doing in TACC. There are a lot of organizations that rose up quickly, but because the foundation was not strong, the weight of the upright crumbled the foundation. And so we are taking our time. A lot of us like instant gratification opportunities. A lot of us are settling for short-term gain for long-term pain. In TACC, if you notice that I've always said, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme operation. We are generational thinkers. Generational thinkers do not think of himself or herself. Generational thinkers think of the third and fourth generation. We cannot afford to drop the baton as our grandparents or great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents has done. We cannot drop the baton for our children to carry. We must take the baton to the finishing line to end centuries of artificial scarcity from among us. And the infinite has placed in our pathway a system that, as a community coming together with one mission, one voice, singing the same tune, we can create anything that our minds can imagine. And that is how I look at TACC. There's nothing, according to Victor Hugo, there's nothing in the world can stop an idea whose time has come. And I think that is what TACC is all about. And of course, Wendell Holmes Jr., a former Supreme Justice, says that a mind that is stretched by a new idea can never return to its original dimension. Our mind in the TACC community has been stretched with abundance, and there is no way that we can ever go back to think of poverty. And so I just want to thank those who are texting us from the outside of the studio. Johnny the Bank, he's our national deputy for Togo, doing an excellent job over there. We also have one of our admin here in TACC from Nigeria. Good afternoon to the community. Yes, sir. Good afternoon from the Bahamas, Madam Cynthia, our deputy coordinator over there in the Bahamas. Jacob, congratulations, our visionary leader, Mr. Abundant. Thank you very much from the USA. Good morning to the Honorable House of TACC. TACC is all encompassing freedom, act, and we shall be free from the hands of the oppressors. It's in our hands to do. We also have Madam Umpa. She's our deputy coordinator in Papua New Guinea. We want to thank you over there. Also, this can only be possible if you're faithful, committed. Thank you very much, Madam Esther, a very ardent supporter. Great. We are making a remarkable day that will go in history, which will crown unborn children and generation. And that is why, thank you very much there, Fetcher Success. And that is why we have embarked upon our school mass adoption. I think I should even just crave your indulgence there to just show a couple minutes, a minute or two. Or let me, one moment there. Let me hide that. Okay, go to our just a preview, short view of what we're doing here with our school adoption here. Very, 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 very important. And not only our school adoption, but our orphanage adoption that we have started some months ago. Let me start from here because it's a lot of picture here. This I believe is in Gambia, um, sharing TACC across the world. As Mr. James, you may not know, or you may know that I'm not too sure there is any part of the globe that TACC is not already there. We may not have the numbers, but trust me, we are spreading. And so I just want to let you know that even babies are promoting TACC. All right. And so these are just some of our folks around the world. This is one of our signature program, adopting schools based on the policy that I put forward: one TACC, one child policy, one youth, one TACC. And so that is our mandate, because if we say we are addressing inequality, we must start with our children. Because if I had been given, or you have been given, one Bitcoin when you were going to school, today you would not have to be interfering with your parents for university fees. And so TAC is now creating that opportunity that Bitcoin never created for our children. And so not only we are adopting schools, but we are also adopting orphanages and children with disability. And not only children with disability, but persons with disability, and also international displaced children. So here we have our leader there, Mr. Paul, second to right, and also Mr. Jason, the PRO in Nigeria, left, there with our mass adoption going on there in Nigeria. So, as I said, TAC is really a global entity. We do have a lot more. For example, here in Sokoto, I believe this is in Sokoto. We have going on. So these are just some quick photos of what TAC is doing there globally. This is our deputy leader over there, Dr. Boaz in Nigeria, spreading TAC to our community. All right, so let me stop sharing this for now. Oh, dear me. Oh, Lord. I opened up a video there that... All right, so this is our director here at the school.
You are not longer sharing your screen, sir.
Oh, I'm not longer sharing my screen. Okay, let me... All right, I thought I was sharing my screen there. I think something went wrong. Let me see what is happening. I think I'm on Friezo. Okay, no, I'm here. Okay, good. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. All right, I think we have just about 6 minutes to go. uh, I would just like to have. There's no way that we will be able to go through the entire statements from the outside community, but just to appreciate everyone that have taken the time to comment in the forum. Mr. Cardi from Antigua. Um, there's just too much information there. All right, so just let me go back to our panelists. Mr. Christian, could you give your last word there, since we're honoring the hour?
Yeah, I would like to, if it's possible, to share my screen only 1 minute,
Please.
because
Please.
we talk a lot about the blockchain, the wallets, but we didn't show.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, so we deployed in the top of the website. If you cannot see this link yet, you probably should make a refresh. You have here Windows Wallet, Linux Wallet, GitHub, source code, and Blockchain Explorer. After you download the Windows Wallet, the wallet is looking something like this. You can send it. You can send it to a different person, or to the exchange, or to the merchants, to anyone who has a TACC address. You can also receive TACC. Basically, you can withdraw from the exchange, or you can send your address to a different person in order to send you some coins. Also, if you have coins in your wallet, you will be able to stake. The reward structure of the coin, it can be seen in white paper, and also you can see it in GitHub. Actually, I had it here in GitHub homepage. Block reward, it's 10 TACC per block, starting from block 55,000 until the block 98,000. Right now, the current block, we can see it here, it's actually 75,000. So the blocks are increasing one per minute. There are basically 1,440 blocks per day. This is the speed of the blocks that we are generating right now. So please download the wallet, try to play a little bit with it. You can do transfer between the exchange and the wallet, and vice versa. And I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget about also the mobile wallet, which will be available today, and or probably maximum tomorrow. So try that one too. And right now you will have the freedom to do a peer-to-peer transaction without being dependent of a platform, or of an exchange, or any other application. You can do it by yourself. You can back up your wallet. You can keep your wallet there. Also, like Mr. Williams said, you can you will be able to follow some short videos that I already made in order to help you how to use the wallet, how to back up it, how to encrypt it, and how to send money to the exchange, TACC to the exchange, or how to withdraw from the exchange to the wallet. This is it, and I hope we meet again soon. It was a pleasure to be here presenting so many things. Usually a project launch step by step, but we launch a lot of things today, and I hope not to be too many information for some of you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. You can now, okay. Mr. Isaac, your last word there. Is there anything that you need to cover in closing?
Yeah, thank you so much once more, Mr. Abundance. Mine is going to be more or less the same with what Mr. Christian has said. What we need now as a community is to put into use these tools that we've created. Yeah, we've availed so many tools. We have the merchant system, we have the wallets, both web and desktop. So what we need to do now is to get our hands into all these tools, start using them, and increase traction. Because now, once we increase the activity, that is how we are going to realize the value of TACC, and that is how TACC itself as a coin is going to appreciate. So let's get into business and start making use of the TACC.
Thank you very much. Mr. N4?
Thank you once again, Mr. Abundance. I would just shoot a question to Mr. Christian. This is a question that is coming in the community. Are they able to change their password today or tomorrow?
If we are talking about the wallet can be encrypted with their own password, and they are able also to change the password in the wallet. If we are talking about the exchange, no, the same system will remain in place. I already checked, and right now everyone should understand that they are not anymore dependent to the exchange, and it's recommended to keep the wallet in their pockets. That means being on a mobile or on a desktop wallet, they should basically now withdraw their coins and keep them safe on a USB stick or anywhere they prefer.
Thank you, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My message goes now to the community. Please don't be in a rush because there are a lot that have been released today. Follow the instructions from the admin and don't be in a rush. Let us go step by step and make everything beneficial to all of us. Thank you, Mr. Abundance, and have a blessed, thank you.
All right, Mr. James. Yes, your last word there.
Well, sorry, I had been chucked out by the system, but I'm back.
I realize. Yes.
This is not the last word. I think it is the last word for today. This is the beginning. How can I have a last word at the beginning? So let us keep this up. If you have challenges, don't keep quiet. We are here. We're not stopping until this goes beyond us. It is not about us. I've got grandchildren, and I expect this will go on to my great-grandchildren.
Thank you very much, sir.
Done.
Thank you very much. Somebody was asking. I'm here myself. I'm hearing myself about training. Yes, there will be audios. There will be video audio. Yes, there will be audio. There will be video audio uploaded on the website. So you'll be able to see the website. So you should be able to go there and see how to install your web wallet. And of course, there will be constant training in the community of TACC. And so I want to thank again Mr. Christian, CEO of Birek, also Mr. Isaac and Mr. James, our fintech partner, Mr. N4, our director of French territories. It's indeed an historical event. The ability to bring persons from across continent that have never met to create such a powerful platform that has the ability to basically advance throughout all the regions of the globe from your bedroom using a smartphone. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and also to our leaders, our directors, and of course our silent supporters for their prayers and their well wishes. This is Mr. Abundant saying, life is a fight for territory. If we fail to fight for what we want, what we do not want will take over. life is a fight for territory. If we fail to fight for what we do not want will take over. From West Africa, closing at 3:06 p.m. This is Chief Abundance. Good evening.